Our good friend Leslie Chibola is with us today, and she's with Adapt-2-It. She comes and visits us about once a month. And every time you come to the station, you bring all these terrific devices that help people, basically just get around in their home. And you have another one today.
I do. It's actually on a video. I'm empty-handed, but
Which
I
is
have
unusual.
something on the screen. It is very unusual. I usually travel with stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take a look at the video, and this is a chair that you really are impressed with.
I am. I saw it about a couple years ago. And when they first did it, they didn't have, you'll see in the video, but it swivels. And I think that's such a crucial component, and I'll talk about it after the video. But they've changed it. So the neat thing about going to my MedTrade show, this is not the chair. It's called a butterfly table.
Oh, the table.
And what it does, it adjusts very easily from side to side. And so somebody, as you can see, in a wheelchair can eat with somebody in a regular chair. And so this is really important for social, for integrity, for feeling good about yourself.
And space saving.
Space saving, exactly. There's nothing worse than having to be in a wheelchair and then feeling like you're in a wheelchair.
Right.
And so it becomes a self-worth type of thing.
Absolutely.
I think because a lot of times people in wheelchairs have to maybe put something over their laps or try to aim. They have to sit far back from the table, so they have, that ability or possibility of spilling things.
Yeah.
And it's hard on somebody, I think, integrity-wise.
Or they feel like they're too low and they're trying to reach for their food from the top.
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so this allows them to have the ability to be at the right height. And then if you look at it, if you're having difficulties or you have weakness with your arms or your hands, being in the correct position is critical because you can't use your hands the right way unless your body is in the right position.
Right.
So this is a really nice, and they've sped it up a
So
little
is
bit.
that something that you sell at the store, or you can manage to get it to their home?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it is something we would deliver, set up, and then make sure that the person is at the right height so the person can use it or knows how to adjust it appropriately.
Right. And that's what's so nice to have you so close to the community that you can just get over there in 5 minutes to just about any place in the community and help them out with something like that. Well, I think that's a great idea. Now, this chair is a great idea as well.
This is called the Titan chair, and this solves the problem of how do I pull myself up to the table? Does a couple of things, and this is the new part that they added, the swivel. So it swivels them right up there, and then this is the push in. And what it does, it has wheels on the back, and then that little part that the kids stepped on, it brings the wheels down on the floor. And so you can slide the person up to the table, and then when you take your foot off of the lever, it brakes it.
Wow.
So even though it has wheels, the wheels aren't on when the person's sitting down.
Right, and that's such a great example because that kid probably weighs about 80 pounds. That guy probably weighs about 200 pounds.
Exactly.
And look how easy
It's
just
effortless.
slid him right in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's really a great idea.
And so again, it puts somebody at the family dinner table.
Right.
Completely with no fuss, no muss. They don't have to feel bad about asking for help. Because I find that a lot in my store. People will come in and they'll have difficulties. They'll either need help with mobility or personal issues, and their family will be close by and want to help, but the person doesn't want to ask for help.
They're embarrassed by it?
They're embarrassed,
Yeah.
or they don't want to put them through the trouble. Oh, they have a job, they have kids. I don't want to bother them.
I don't want my grandchild sliding me in.
Right, right.
On.
So this is a dignified, easy way to get the help that you need for something that's really, really important.
Right.
I mean, we've all heard the importance of family dinners and eating together, and it's true.
Yeah.
And I think, food is meant as that social time to, gather people together and to make you feel good about, who you're with and what you're doing.
And we always encourage residents too, as we age, you want something sturdy, especially a chair. So here in the past, you might have been pulling that heavy chair out, and then if they were sitting in it, then you got to shove them back in there, and
Right.
it's still a lot of weight. And
Right.
now this thing just sits with that swivel. They just turn,
Swivel.
sit, swivel back.
And then scoot in.
Yeah.
And this company has actually developed a kind of a do-it-yourself version of the pedal. And so
Okay.
you can attach it onto regular chairs.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And so it makes any chair available, easily scooted into the table.
Wow.
It's really a good concept.
There's two great concepts that you brought today. You know, the table is a great idea, especially for people in our community, because, you know, the places here, you don't need a lot of space.
Right.
So you don't need that big 8-foot dining table anymore. So that little table is perfect for a couple. And then if someone is in a wheelchair, then they can, you know, put it at the height they need. And they could get one of these chairs as well.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, and take that anywhere.
What else is going on over at Adapt-2-It? I know you're pretty busy over there.
We are always busy, always boxes everywhere, trying to clean up. We redid our incontinent section, so it's a beautiful area, easy to shop from, and bringing in some new products for mobility, fall prevention. And Fall Prevention Awareness Week starts on September 22nd.
Right.
And we'll be having some events at the store for
Great.
that, and some educational events. I might even do a little bit of a health fair inside the store along that week for safety prevention and different products for that.
Right. In fall
So that'll
prevention,
be fun.
especially, you know, the bathroom is the most dangerous place in the house.
It is.
And you have some great equipment that can help people get in and around the bathroom. So that's really important. And even just moving a couple throw rugs and get them off the floor, and some extension cables that people put down.
Exactly.
Those are the kind of things that we can start working on.
It's very simple stuff that will prevent a lot of falls. And the other one thing that people tend to not really kind of not pay attention to, or maybe not be aware of, is lighting. Because lighting is really important.
Right.
So making sure not only areas are appropriately lit, but with the proper kinds of lights.
Right.
The
And
natural lights are better.
And a lot of people are going to LED lights. I mean, it's a cost savings, but it's also better light. We did that here in our studio, and it actually cools off the room quite a bit as well, depending how
does.
many lights you have. But that's something, too, that, you know, you really need to consider, because we aren't seeing as well as we used to, and lighting is so important as well.
Exactly. And we have to pay attention to the shadows and the glare and all of that. The old fluorescent lights are horrible on people's eyes.
And
So.
stepping on little dogs that are in the way at times, too, that you forget
Exactly.
that are there and you can't see at times.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, these are some great products. Be sure and go over to Adapt-2-It. They're located right there off Paseo de Valencia and El Toro Road, 457-1600. Just look for that giant flag on the corner, and you're
Giant
right
flag.
below, right?
We are.
Well, there's some
Hard to miss.
great, ideas that are coming, great ideas like this chair and the table that can really help people, and we thank you for bringing it to
Thank
the
you.
community.
Thank you very much.
That's Leslie Jabola. She's with Adapt-2-It. Give them a call at 457-1600 for all of the Adapt-2-It needs. We'll be back with more of our program and Jennifer Carmarker right after this.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius, so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range, so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.